Hello, I'm Marianne Mashiri with BBC World News, our top stories. Hello and welcome to the programme. A Donald Trump rally in Chicago has been called off amid chaotic scenes after protests against the Republican presidential frontrunner led to violent clashes. There were scuffles between opponents and supporters both inside and outside the rally venue at the University of Illinois. The police say they were not consulted by Mr. Trump over the rally's postponement. From Washington, here's Laura Bicker. Well, one anti-Trump protester who was at that planned rally was Jedediah Brown. What kind of an environment was it? What did you find when you got there, when you were there? That's protester Jedediah Brown talking to me. Now, the US Secretary of State, John Kerry, says peace talks on Syria should go ahead as planned on Monday, despite the Syrian opposition's complaints of truce violations. Well, with me now is Muna Bar from BBC Arabic Service. And Muna, Syria's main opposition group has said there have been, so positive, isn't it? And of course, we are expecting these talks on Monday in Geneva. Who will be round the table this time? We have had some news just out of a press conference. The Syrian government, its foreign minister saying the Syrian government is still committed to the ceasefire agreements. That at least gives a bit of a glimmer of hope, doesn't it, insofar as the talks are concerned. OK, Muna, good to talk to you. Muna Bar there, thank you very much indeed. The United Nations has passed a resolution that would allow it to send home peacekeepers accused of sexual abuse. Last year, there were nearly 70 allegations of child rape and other sexual offences said to have been committed by soldiers working under the UN. From Washington, here's Nick Bryant. Reports say North Korea is searching for one of its submarines after losing contact with the vessel earlier this week. The unknown class of submarine has been operating off the North Korean coast for several days. It comes at a time of heightened tension in the region as South Korea and the US continue their largest ever military exercise. And Barasan, what more do we know about this? It's a very secretive country, so the information we get probably won't be the full picture. In the meantime, North Korea has issued another threat of war over military exercises being conducted by the US and South Korea. Now, the North Korean army has said it's prepared to launch a preemptive strike in response to any sign that invasion is being prepared. Our correspondent Steve Evans has been at the joint exercises, which Seoul and Washington say are defensive and routine. Well, Amber Hassan is still with me, and of course you've been following this story, and the tensions really have been heightened, haven't they? Good to get your analysis. Thank you very much indeed. Now, do stay with us here on BBC News, because still to come, change. This is BBC World News. I'm Marianne Mashiri, and these are the latest headlines. The funeral of the former US First Lady, Nancy Reagan, has taken place in California. She died on Sunday, aged 94. James Cook reports. Now, in many parts of the world, tattoos are common, but in Cuba, they've been frowned upon for many years. Well, now, attitudes are changing. There are just a few places to get inked on the island, and the BBC's Will Grant has visited the only tattoo parlour in Havana. Yeah, right, I don't think so, Will. That's Will Grant there. Now, at 106 years old, she became the star of a White House video that went viral. But now Virginia McLaurin is turning 107. The grandmother from Washington, D.C. achieved her dream of meeting the president last month. She's now received a presidential medal. Ben Bland reports. Get in touch if you have any comments. On Twitter, I'm at BBC Marianne. From me and the team here, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.